Hello and welcome to the tavern. My name's Jay. More Wild Assault. No new update, no new anything. Basically, we're just playing the game. I tried doing something different. That didn't work out. And we're already getting into. Basically, if you're reading that chat over there, we're basically getting into whatever drama is happening within a game that doesn't have that many people in it. Um, we're gonna ignore that. That is basically that is what it is. It stays over there because that'll be its own drama. We'll talk about that in a bit, but essentially, I'm not gonna say anything about it. Anyways, we're just gonna play some games. No update. Basically, the update that happened was, hey, we just added more another event to for cosmetics. That's it. And it's basically I can actually do it now. This event we don't care about no more because we did it, and it's basically this event. So we can do. Oh, I thought we could do day two. Oh no, we have to wait until 8 to do day two. That's fine. But basically, it's this, and we get basically this LMG to hopefully prioritize. Basically, it's to prioritize. Anyways, we're here to play some games. There is team deathmatch. I guess I would try a team deathmatch if it's allowed. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna play some. Basically, just play the game. I'm still running the SMG 5. I'm trying out different things. Nothing seems to be working. I say nothing seems to be working, but basically just nothing seems to be working the way I want it to work. I might try out this. I think I'm just gonna. Can I change the cosmetic? I would like this. I might try this out because basically make this my long range weapon because even though it loses like 10 ammo, it loses 10 out of 64 base, which to me is like okay, I can just kind of like fire it off. The fire rate being like 666 is a bit iffy, but it is what it is. Then we have basically try to reduce the vertical velocity as much as vertical recoil as much as possible. Because you only get this, we're only gonna increase hip fire. And again, just to like work on things. So because I guess I do care about like ADS to a degree, but I don't think it matters. Well, yeah, I actually do care about more of the move back and forth kind of thing. The fuck is going on here? Anyways, I'm still trying to. I'm still using. I'm trying to steer away from the overpowered guns. I'm waiting for them to basically just like actually balance out the game, which might come next week, might not. Uh, I'm trying. Let me see. We have about like 2 weeks for this to end, and then we go into season 5. I'm gonna. Anyways, like 5 minutes in, I think we could just get started. Yeah, I'm gonna just get into a game. Um, there are. I'm gonna assume people on, but I'm also going to think if it's 30 minutes, it's gonna be a bot game, and then I'm taking myself over to the EU. So I have to figure out sort of like where I want things to be. That is the first time I've seen the daily task of revive 5 allies. Okay, so 30 seconds to 45 is when you don't have a game. If you reach 30 seconds, you do not have a game. We switch over to EU. I can play in the EU. It be a little bit laggy, but we can actually play. Um, I've been used. I've been switching up a lot of my weapons because like I've been switching up a lot of my weapons. I've been using the SMG 5. It is the worst gun in the game because it has no place of what it wants to do. Like it doesn't have damage, it doesn't have range, it doesn't. It's basically like the middle of the road, and it's compared to like the Type 4. In the game, like the Type 4 is an assault rifle that is pretty good, and this is compared to that, and this gun is like just shit because it doesn't have a niche. And yeah, because like I'm trying to use the gun at like a range in which I cannot actually use it. Not so much that I can't use it, but it's like it becomes hard. Come on, reload, 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 reload. Fuck. This is what I mean. Like, I can't play to like the best of my abilities. It's fine if I don't, but it becomes hard when like the weapon just doesn't function the way I want it to function. And I think that's what it is. The weapon doesn't function the way I want it to function. It's also like my aim. My aim is kind of shit. Like I can't keep on track. Okay. Just a little like test run to see how much recoil the gun actually has.
Friend's medical device is ready. Oh, someone's hit.
Oh, can we go?
We would definitely win.
I'm just finding it very hard to be able to like get anything done. Anything meaningful with the gun. Because like I tried it with like I might have to try it without. Oh, but the recoil is like fucking worse. Okay.
Bravo 1 secure.
The biggest thing is like I don't know what to do. That's the biggest thing.
Do not engage. Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost ready. Oh, enemy attack. Friendly taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading. Hold on. Do not engage. Do not engage. Listen up. I'll catch you out. Someone's hit. Medical device is ready. Keep an eye on me. Reloading. Almost ready. Do not engage. Do not
It
engage.
might just have to be less ammo.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
It might just have to be like less ammo. Okay. Maybe I. Okay.
Someone's hit. Do not
Do something very stupid and very sneaky.
reloading. Almost ready. Do not engage. Hang in there, please.
Securing Bravo 2. Stay alert.
I mean, this is usually what happens. It's just I cannot find a good balance, and okay. I'll talk about the guns later because realistically, it is like a problem. Like the gun itself is just terrible.
I'm reloading. Do not engage. Reloading. Almost ready.
Securing Bravo 1. Stay alert.
Someone cover me. I'm reloading.
Because like if you look at like what I'm trying to do, it's like I don't do damage.
We've lost half of the game points.
It's not even like it's not just I don't do damage.
Friendly taking fire. Enemy attack. Medical device is
I just don't do enough meaningful damage, I should say.
almost ready.
Come on, get out of my way. And that's what it is. I don't do any meaningful damage. Like right now, it's too many bots, and I'm literally going after like all of the
Do not engage. Please cover me. I'm reloading. Enemy attack. Oh,
Securing Bravo 2. Stay
hang
alert.
in there, please.
like the Ryan is basically doing good, but Ryan's a human.
Friends are taking fire. It's good at reloading. Almost ready. Medical device is ready. Don't shoot eye on me.
That was stupid. It's like I can't really utilize my speed. Basically, the entire thing is I'm supposed to utilize my speed along with everything else to kind of like get a beat on everything.
Friends are taking fire.
But it becomes incredibly hard. I'll go through again. I'll go through the entire thing later because it is something that starts becoming.
Someone's hit. Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost reloading. Enemy attack.
You need to secure those positions now. We're taking Bravo 2.
Hold on. Cover me. Medical device is ready. Friends are taking fire. Reloading. Almost reloading.
Okay.
I'm reloading. Medic here. You'll be fine. Someone's hit. Enemy attack. Oh, do not engage. Do not engage. No more casualties.
Yeah, this is like the big thing because I am using like a very basically a gun that is like so much less desirable.
Friends are taking.
It is a weapon you do not use unless you don't have a choice.
Someone's hit. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Am I doing good with it? Not really.
Reloading. Almost ready. Cover me. I'm reloading. Oh. Enemy attack. Reloading. Almost ready.
All right. I think I'm just gonna stop you trying to use range because it's already clear. Like the only way I'm getting range is if I like use archer barrel or whatever, and it's like it becomes something of just like don't. And that's what it is. It becomes something of don't.
Friends are taking fire.
Like if I'm gonna start doing things, I'm just gonna like do it.
Do not engage. Do not engage. We would definitely win. Cover me. I'm reloading. Someone's hit.
Gotta just make up. And that's what it is. It's like I don't have the range, I don't have the damage, I don't have the bullet number. And so for me to do the same damage as like, cause that's the biggest thing. For me to do the same damage as like the gun they're using, it becomes just like I have less ammo, less damage, less everything. And it becomes, why am I using this gun?
Reloading. Almost ready. Enemy attack. Reloading. Hang in there, please. Cover me. I'm reloading. Do not engage. Do not engage. Reloading. Almost ready. Do not medical device. Ready. Cover me. I'm reloading. Oh,
Like you see how much damage I'm doing versus like not, right?
friends are taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading.
I'm dead.
Enemy attack. Do not engage. Someone's hit. Reloading. Almost ready. Friends are taking fire.
Yeah, like this is like how most games go. I'm not gonna say it was like a bad game. I had my bit of fun. Like I've had my bit of fun with the game. It wasn't like terribly bad. There is just like the big issue. This is like a glaring issue, and I think I'll just get into it now. Oh, they're still at it. All right, I'm gonna try. Like one's in EU, the other one's in Oh, that's actually. But yeah, so like I've been saying this over and over. Like for this gun, like this does 22, this does 23. Okay, let me get this straight. This does 23. It got the 1 point of damage boost. This is a hip fire machine. Again, I can customize it with 70. It has less customization. This is the sad part. It has less customization than this, and it outperforms. Because not only does this have a little bit more range by itself, it doesn't get it can get a range boost, but let's face it, you're not gonna do all of that for 25% more range. But yeah, like this does 23 damage. We're gonna go through all of this right now. 23 damage. I will actually use this next time because this does 24, I believe. So this does 24, this does 23, this does 22. These two weapons, even though this is a lower like fire rate, outputs more damage than this any day of the week. This is like, so this is a very accurate gun, all things considered. You could even do something like, I don't know, if you want to, if you really want to get technical, you can go that with like maybe extended mag or maybe default mag. Change this, like mess with like a lot of the recoil to make the recoil non-existent. Or, you know, in this case, we keep the hip fire spread because it's a hip. Basically, all SMGs, and this is the major thing. This is why balancing this game sucks. They've basically every weapon classification has just been like boiled down to this. Assault rifles are the mid-range weapon. They do mid-range damage, or like they perform. They're basically like the cookie cutter build, right? So let's go to like a variant that actually has it, right? Very like cookie cutter. So we're gonna go 24 damage because 30 is gonna be 24 damage, right? This is gonna be 26 damage. This is probably 25 damage. Probably 21, 22 damage. Let me see. This was 20. Let me see. 24, 26, 28, 29 damage. Because this 42 is just 34 damage. So like 28, 29 damage. This is a burst fire, so that's fine. Like 28, no. 26 damage, 26, 27. And so everything is compared to this gun here. This is the gun everything is like compared to. Then we get to SMGs. And like the assault rifles have range. These are all supposed to be like close range weapons. And if you want to build it for range, you have to go through hoops. The hoops that the assault rifles don't go through to get any of their perks. So for example, I want to build this for long range. Well, I could go heavy extended ammo. I'm going to have massive vertical recoil. So I can do vertical recoil. Then if I want more range, basically like this would be like that. This is like maximized range. 25, 28, let's say 50, 53. 53 meters on top of like the max range of 30 meters that this gun gets. Max range, 30 meters. So I am now looking at 83 meters of range, which is good. It helps, but I have way too much downsides that the assault rifle doesn't have, and they go from their first fall off starts at 25, then their second fall off is at 75. Meanwhile, my first fall off is now, instead of 20, let's say it's 40, 50, maybe it's 25 smack dab, and then my last fall off is 83. But I have basically I made it into an assault rifle, but I have way too many downsides for this to be the case, for this to matter. Now, I tried using it like this, and you basically just tap fire, tap fire, tap fire, but it's not something I want to be able to do. So let me see if I can. Okay, we found the game in the actual servers, and I will be switching between this gun and another gun that I'm going to use, the PS29, the Bison.
Someone's hit.
Oh fuck! I was not prepared. Yeah.
Friends are taking fire. Listen up. I'll patch you up.
Oh, that actually put me on. There's a cooldown for that. And that's the meta right there. That Norman with the NK-47. That's the meta. Because it's a gun that you can. It basically has like the best kind of like bullshit ever. Okay. 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 I'm just basically an alt at this point. I might be using this gun a lot more often.
Do not engage. Do not. It would have been safe if I was faster. Enemy attack.
Yeah, there's almost no reason why my alt should be going on for that long.
Someone's hit. I'll catch you out.
How does an Irwin just spawn there? I mean, I think I found a good balance with this gun, all things considered.
Help me.
And that was the bot. That was the bot that decided I'm not going to help you. All things considered, I do like this gun. I gotta find a good alternative.
Let it be. Someone's hit. I'll catch you out. Do not engage. Do not engage. Friends are taking fire. Enemy attack.
Yeah, and this is what becomes hard. Like, as a medic, I can't do much. That's the biggest thing. As a medic, I cannot do much. And I'm reliant on damage.
The enemy is attacking Bravo 2. Request assistance immediately.
I'm just reliant on trying to do as much damage as I possibly can do.
Someone's hit.
Okay.
Friends are taking fire. Enemy attack.
Ah. And that Norman is annoying. So what makes Norman the most annoying thing is the fact that if you try to get close with an SMG, you're not getting close.
Taking Bravo 1.
They found me.
Bravo 2 is taking fire. Defend the position.
Medical device ready. Someone's hit.
Bravo 2.
Do not engage. Do not engage. Friends are taking fire.
Bravo 1. Those positions. Bravo 1 is taking fire. Defend the position.
Hang in there, please.
The enemy has Bravo
Someone's
2.
hit.
Bravo 2. Stay alert.
Don't you die on me.
God damn it. And okay, so here's another thing, right? They want to balance out the SMGs, but there is no way you can balance out SMGs to be only a mid-range weapon without destroying their close range capabilities.
Fire. They found me. Hold on.
Like, there's no way of doing that.
Someone's hit. Enemy attack.
God damn it. And this is the problem. Like, the problem is, like, I can't do anything as the support as much as I would want to. That's the problem.
Clear 'em out. We've lost too many game points. You need to secure those positions now. Securing Bravo 2.
Do not engage. Do not engage.
Bravo 1. Request assistance immediately.
No more casualties. They're gonna take fire. Enemy attack. Hold on.
Bravo 1 is now. Enemy is attacking Bravo 2.
God damn it. And this is the problem I'm having. If my guns cannot function the way I need it to function, if I cannot do the damage I need to meaningfully do, like the entire SMGs, they cannot do the damage they need to do, the damage they want to do without getting fucked over.
Hang in there, please.
And that's been the problem with SMGs for quite a while now. Ever since like season 2. They cannot meaningfully do the damage because everything that
Sorry.
this would be like the end of the game. Or like near the end of the video. But we're gonna go with this. It is basically, we are going to go with it. I found how I'm gonna use my my SMG at this point. Is basically give it range. But I shouldn't have my SMG function like that without having to put in like that much work. Only for it to do 24 damage. And I think that's the big thing. So I'm going to make like, again, I don't think the developers watch this. I don't think anybody who, I'm not trying to be overly negative at this point. Like, I've been negative at points, but like, if I have to put in so much work for my SMGs to be good at range, to the point where it's like, basically SMGs suffered a lot of nerfs, and only 2 of them are viable, maybe 3. You have to pick and choose your viability, but you basically need heavy ammo and destroyer silencer or like archer barrel. You basically need any of those to make an SMG any good, to make it good at range. Otherwise, the fact of the matter is, as they currently are right now, for the characters that actually use them, the 4 assault characters, the Ryan, Athena, Akai, and Norman, those 4, they all have an ability for close range combat. They all do something at close range that just disrupts you, that makes it so that you cannot do anything. So I cannot play at range with my weapons because my damage goes from 24 to 12. I basically lose half my damage, and I would then need 20 something bullets to down anybody. Minimum 12 bullets, maximum 18, basically half my entire clip. On average, half of the entire clip that I need to expend for faraway targets. Meanwhile, the assault rifles do not suffer the same thing. The only exception to this rule is the DMP, which was recently released. Recently, excuse me, recently added, which functions like an assault rifle. This is going to be the big thing. One, the 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 buffs I would like for SMGs. Some SMGs would have to be nerfed in like a different way for this. Some, not all. One, increase the damage fall off. Increase the range for the damage fall off. There's no reason for the SMGs to do little bit of damage comparable to the Type 4. The Type 4 is actually better. Increase their damage fall off so that way it can hit further away. Adjust how much falls off. Do not make it a steep penalty of 50%. Because if that's going to be the logic, all weapons should function the same way. Or increase the damage every SMG does. Because right now, ever since season 2, and I might look up the wiki for it, ever since season 2 came, the damage that each SMG did was like cut by like 3 to 6 points. Like each SMG did like that much less damage for it to like, I think the minimum, and I'm gonna have to check it out with the Mac 10, the M10, minimum like 20 damage, maybe 19. And then the maximum it does is 24, bar the DMP. Because the DMP, I believe, does 28. Yeah, I believe the DMP does 28. Like, even this does less damage. And is basically, like... It's one of those things that's just like... This is supposed to be an assault rifle that follows the same coefficients as the assault rifles. Plays like an SMG. And it was the only assault rifle I was allowed. And then I could use, like, again, the heavy ammo to then be able to get, mind you, the heavy ammo increases the range by 55 meters for the assault rifles. 55 fucking meters. And I get a measly 25. On top of that, again, damage fall off. That's like a big thing. Is that what's happening? It's custom lobbies? But yeah, all in all, like, I can have fun with my games, but then this is the big thing, right? This asshole with this gun. That's the biggest thing. I'm not one for like, I want to like, I'm gonna preface all of this with this. I like a challenge. I like going against the meta. I like being able to say, hey, I can use this against like meta, what is meta, and get good at it. Get good at my craft. But it gets to a point where like the difference is so massive that no matter what I do, I cannot win. And that's the situation we are in right now, and nothing's being done because the development team is preparing for PvE. Now, we're all hoping PvE will fix the game. Spoiler warning. No, it will not. I don't think it will. If it does, hey, maybe we can actually do something with the PvP. But I don't think PvE will actually make the game better because everything about the game is already like broken. It's supposed to be a PvP game. And the changes they made broke the game. And I've only just recently like found out that most of the testers, their most of the balance is based on the testers, and the testers only play basically the assault class. They're not playing bunny. They're not playing cat. They're not playing anything but mostly the assault class. I don't know how true this is. It seems plausible because all the balance changes have been catered towards the assault classes, and like they have not gotten nerfed until recently when everybody made an outcry of these characters are broken, these weapons are broken. All of this is so overpowered it overshadows the game. And I will say this: the longer you have that overpowered character, those overpowered weapons, the longer you have those in the game, the less people you bring in because there is no diversity. There is no I want to play this character and have fun. It's I'm going up against these characters, these players who are already good, and people aren't really learning. They're just going, okay, this gun is broken, this is whatever. What am I doing wrong? Until someone points out, you're not doing anything wrong. They're just using. They're basically trying to win with a meta strat and make the game boring. That's what it is. The longer like that stays in play, the game gets boring because it just becomes, oh great, here's this again, and there's no counterplay. People will swear up and down, oh yeah, there's counterplay, yeah, there's counterplay, yeah, there's counterplay. No, there isn't. You can say there is no counterplay. Like, you go up against a Norman, you have to sneak up on him to get anything done. Actually, that reminds me. So the reason why this gun got like went from 22 damage to 23, the reason for that was against bigger targets, unless against like the large targets. So like 180 health targets. It did not address that. It did not address that. Why? Because this can deal with them much better. This can deal with them with the right attachments. Because 24 damage, lo and behold, 28 damage is better than 23, 24. Reason being, when you hit when you hit certain thresholds, right? I look at it in multiples of fives. 25 damage means what? 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, right? 5 shots, a 120 health target is down. 6 shots, a 150 health target is down. 8 shots, you take down the heavy. And because this does 28, we now have to count it like this, right? To the 120 health target, no change. Barely. Because we had to go like, I'm going to do like a little bit of math here. Like 28 times 5 is 140. Let's go times 4, 112. So it's still 5 shots. Let's go 6. Basically 6 shots still. And then let's go 7. 7 shots. Takes down a heavy. Instead of going from like 9 shots to 8 shots within like whatever. Because you have to count by like 20, you have to count 23 X amount of times. Like let's say 9 times. Either way, the game is still isn't in a good state. And people are just what people I think people are doing is this. They have to either go meta against Norman, or everybody is purposely ignoring picking Norman, ignoring picking someone like the more broken characters and the more broken weapons to have more fun. The moment you see someone just pick Norman and just the moment you see someone pick Norman with the NK-47, basically the best combination ever, you then realize I may or may not win. You either have to ignore the Norman and go for everybody else, or like tag team the Norman. And it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't. Honestly, again, this is gonna be my point of view. You're gonna have to rework the game from the ground up. Figure out where you want the game to go. Figure out how you want the game to be. It's basically figure out everything within the game. How you want the character to be. We can't have like every character just do everything. They need to have like some inherent flaw that can be taken advantage of, or a weakness that you could try to like exploit. I don't know. You tell me what you think in the comments down below. If there's couple of questions. One, how would you balance out the valiants and the weapons? That'll be question one. Question two, do you think PvE will save the game? I'm of the mindset of no, it will not, because PvE is a mode you add in once you have people established. It's not a mode that brings people into the game. It's a mode you put in once it's established. Once you have your stable number of players, and I don't think 100 players is stable enough, especially for a game that's trying to like update every so often. That is still in early access. And at some point, honestly, I would say this. This is not for the game. This is for like Steam's early access. You stay in early access for a year. That is it. Early access for a year. After that, your game is a full-fledged game. You can still make updates to it, but it is a full-fledged game, and treat it accordingly. None of this like forever early access bullshit. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I did to an extent until, shit happens. I don't know what else to say to this. Basically, if you see me do more of this, either a big update happened that changed the game, or I would say the updates don't matter, or complain that the update just broke more of what we already have. So that being said, the tavern is not closed. I shall see you all later. Have a good one, everybody.